Youth-targeted media website Lockerz has grown from 50 members to more than 16 million members in less than a year. It's part of a new business model that combines e-commerce and entertainment. Is this the future of retail? Joining us first on CNBC is Savitt, founder and chief executive of Lockerz. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
So I pretended to be a 13-year-old, and I went on the site because it's geared towards people from like 13 to 30. It's a point system. You log in, you get 2 points for logging in. You take surveys. Should Lindsay Lohan go to jail, you asked me today. I answered, I got 2 points.
What'd you say? What was your answer?
I said no. There's all these, what should be done about the BP oil spill? I get 2 points for answering that. Then I can use those points to buy stuff.
That's
How
right.
does that make you money?
Okay, so Lockerz is really trying to be the homepage of men and women 13 to 30 years old. And we do that by bringing together all the things that our members love to do online anyway, from watching movies to playing games to actually shopping to one-day social networking to answering fun questions just like you answered. And for everything you do, when you're part of our community at Lockerz, you're rewarded with points. And points actually help you buy down the discounts from 1 up to 100% on the world's greatest brands.
But where are you getting your revenue from? Is it
our revenue?
What?
We have two main revenue sources. The first is commerce. We sell things. We sell physical items, like just as you mentioned, everything from clothing to electronics to candy to travel, and we are a retailer. And the second is advertising. We've been very fortunate that in all of our videos and across our site, because of the numbers we've been doing and the engagement of our community, we've attracted a nice advertising following as well.
You got some big backers. Liberty Media went in there for your first round of funding, and then
That's right.
a little tiny place that nobody's ever heard of, Kleiner Perkins. They were in your second round of funding.
Yes.
What's the exit game, though, for them and for you here?
You know, we really don't focus on, and I don't say that to be coy, we are so maniacally focused on this Generation Z and on our member experience. We believe that this is the future of e-commerce and of how social media converges with commerce, that we're focused on building a world-class company that's here for a while. And so we think if we do our job and keep our focus on our members, everyone will feel pretty good about it, from the investors to all the stakeholders.
I'm sure your participating merchants are focused on your members, too. What do you learn about your members? How do you use that information? In other words, do you sell it? And what sorts of stuff are you selling? And then, and really, basically, those are questions that are a stalking horse for the big one. How do you tiptoe around the privacy issues, especially in a target audience that begins at age 13 and therefore would embrace a large number of minors?
A lot of great questions. So first, let me tell you, we do not sell individual member information. That goes against the very fabric of our member-focused ethos. In fact, you'll see later this year, when we do launch our social network, which we plan to do, that we're going to be introducing some pretty disruptive new ways of giving members control over their information in terms of privacy. Instead, though, our 16 million plus members who have registered in 195 countries across the world have basically have registered based on demographic data, their birthday, their gender, we have their cell phone number, but we don't use it. But a lot of demographic information so that we can paint general profiles for our merchant and for our entertainment partners. So if you're a car company and you're trying to figure out, is it more important for a 20-year-old to have four-wheel drive or air conditioning in a first-time car, we can give you over a 24-hour period of time a pretty good indicator of what that answer is going to be through our daily questions.
What's the point of those daily, like the Lindsay Lohan question? Is it just to engage them and keep them involved? I mean, why give them points for that, and especially if you're not selling that information?
First of all, we care. In order to be,
why do you care if they want Lindsay Lohan to go to jail or not?
We care how our members think. I mean, part of what makes us good consumers and good viewers of great content is how we think and what interests us and what engages us. And so what we're trying to do with our members every day is to get them to think and to start conversations that can live not only on the web but outside the web as well. And we also use that information to offer better offerings on the site. Sometimes it's about merchandise, sometimes it's about celebrities, or sometimes it's just about a feature or a part of life that just, makes you cranky
yes,
or makes you happy.
For example, you asked me how often I cried and whether or not men are more emotional than women.
What was your answer to the men versus women?
I want to know what your answer is on Lindsay Lohan.
I take the fifth. I'm all about my members. Lindsay,
Sounds
I
like
wish
a
her well.
psychological experiment.
Thank you.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Good luck with all that. Kathy Savitt is the CEO of Lockerz.